Hey guys, welcome to Hope with Jonathan. I'm your host, Jonathan Traylor. Hope you guys can hear me out there. I am excited to be back here tonight to do this podcast with Mr. Lou Ortiz. Hope you guys are doing well and really excited to be here, be back in the studio and doing these podcasts. Tonight's guest, guys, comes from all the way from the state of Florida. It's going to be an incredible show, guys. We got Mr. Lou Ortiz coming to you tonight. So, really inspiring stuff going to happen tonight on this show. And really hope that you guys will get involved with us right here on this podcast and share this out there with all your friends and family, loved ones. I really appreciate all the support for Hope with Jonathan. And we're really excited to bring Lou on to the show. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring on Lou onto our show tonight. Again, guys, he's from the state of Florida. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Hope with Jonathan, Lou Ortiz.
Kick.
Everybody shake it, baby.
What's going on, Mr. Lou Ortiz?
And what is happening? How's everybody? John, I got to what you did with the studio room looks just like my. I like what.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun to do these podcasts and feature people just like you who've battled and been through kidney disease. And now, Lou, last time you were on my show, we were talking about your kidney failure story and your kidney disease and how you got diagnosed. You were on a cruise, am I correct?
I go absolutely, and I went down hard on the ship, hospital in Cozumel, and rough time. Almost, and I made it through. It took me a while to get home from Mexico, but once I was in the hospital for 3 weeks before they let me in. I left the hospital.
That had to be an incredibly tough, especially being away from home, and then having to battle that. That is insane.
It was not by any pleasant.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
But
for sure.
Hey, listen, kill you makes you stronger. So that's my story.
That's right.
Into it. My story.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Lou, you went through dialysis. How long was you on hemodialysis?
So I started off on Paratype 20 and developed a hernia. So I had to get a chest catheter in February of 20. And then I got a fit. And, so pretty much 20. I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, John. I'm with you.
Yeah. Hey, I was just gonna say, that sounds about as long as I did dialysis for around 14 months, and then I was direct donated to. So, hey, Don Smith Bates has chimed in and saying hello.
Bill, at anybody in Florida? my state, and I it was
Yeah, I
amazing.
seen that on TikTok. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so everybody says that story out there, and there was my involved in. I saw that him doing his thing, and you know, started TikTok. It was just to cook, to do anything else.
Right.
He's like, wow, I'm home.
Yeah. But then you seem like you kind of turned it into doing advocacy stuff too, and talking about your story and things like that, which I think was awesome. And I believe that's how we pretty much connected. At
Sure.
that time, the Green Heart Squad was in full effect going on. Which
Yeah.
shout out to uh, Jason and the Green Heart Squad, man, because that was really cool when that was going on.
Yeah. Haven't seen Jason out. You still out. There's new ones every day on on another show.
Hmm.
We'll highlight two people just to ask me, so try to find kidneys and stuff like that. Amazing.
Yeah.
While I don't know if I'm a recipient now. I went else's patient to a recipient.
Yeah.
Sister, my life. God bless her.
Yeah.
If you're out
Yeah,
there listening,
I was gonna ask you
I love you.
about that. I was gonna get into your story with transplant and how all that evolved. So why don't you tell everybody about when you got your transplant and who your donor was and how all that came about?
So when to tell her that I was, you know, without skipping the beat, one of mine, and it was not even a thought part. And she decided that she really, she lost a lot of weight, taking care of her kid and stuff like that. So to do my part two, when I first diagnosed, I was a pretty heavy fella, 68 pounds, to be able to get into the kidney program,
Hmm.
to donate a, she was into a program to get me, broke a heart and mind, if right. So
Hmm.
um, there's real places that do kidney transplant. Those Tampa General, and not that none of the other were any worse. I chose Tampa program. She was willing to donate in one that would have fit me. We did that, and I
Hmm.
will tell you that anybody, and you're within 5 hours of Tampa General. My buddy Tony got hit up in Georgia. If you at this Shands, there's in Florida and Weston, Tampa General, and I felt like I was at the Tampa. There took such great care of us. Out on Wednesday,
Hmm.
she was at our camp in Tampa. I got my kidney on Wednesday, and now morning. So
Okay.
it was. Listen, it's we had planned. We going in and everything else, but the initial elation match, and we had a date and everything. It took a minute, man. It took a minute to totally understand. It took a minute.
Yeah.
Not, it didn't take that long to realize. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it takes a while to get used to living with a new organ and learning the regimen of taking medications and what you can eat and just all kind of different things that you got to learn. It's almost like you had to learn all this stuff from dialysis, and now you've got to flip the script and start learn a whole new routine. And so it's definitely a new lifestyle.
The whole thing. What's the whole? You're on dialysis, right, John? E- e- Every dialysis, your phosphorus is sky high, sky high, and
Yeah.
they're giving you all kinds of stuff. There's really no way to keep it down. Everything
Yeah.
has it in there. It changes and everything else. They don't tell you about you, literally. You know, to say what I'm going to say this: when you're a number, you you you're a number. It's what you are.
Yeah.
The second, not in the dialysis center anymore, they drop you. And it's just and some places are better than others. Where I was the best, it's kind of like the luck of the draw, John. Right? Every nephrologist is on duty. They're all in there to bring business into the diet. You know, um, so I got the Tampa General. It is unbelievable. Shan's nephrology, Minnesota, the Mayo, Mississippi. These guys are, and I said, yeah, I know my phosphorus. He goes, I'm going to give you a kidney when you're going to get it. Well, that's the feeling of calm that when you finally get listed, get all of this kind of stuff, it calms you down a little. It calms you down more peaceful. Once I realized that I was listed, my stand became much, much more, and I felt that up to more people.
Sure.
You know,
Sure. So now that you've had your transplant for, I don't know, how long you been transplanted for?
I got it in June birthday, so July 29th, August 9th, 4 months.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll
I'm
be
starting to
amazed at how fast it goes fast, the time. I mean, I'm sitting here 2 years now, over 2 years, and it just seems like the time has just flown by. But how do you feel? I mean, how do you feel with a working living kidney versus being on dialysis?
about it. So day, my first day supposed to be in dialysis. I woke up. I'm late for dialysis, and um, having to go, and the feeling of being have as much as you want to drink, how the things change instead of not having very. You you did things that you weren't allowed to eat before. Craziness, you know.
Yeah.
readjustment, like you say, to normal life, if there is one, if there is a
Yeah.
normal life, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, in my mind, it's like it's as normal as it's going to be living with kidney disease. Um, not not to say that living on dialysis is not part of a treatment, because at the end of the day, transplant is just a form of treatment. That's all it is.
and especially to doing the home hemo, doing the peri, and all of this stuff, same boat still. And speak from knowing exactly through where you're coming from, where you're cramping up, all of this other kind of stuff. You know, at the end of the day, at the end of your day, you see you'll get out,
Yeah,
but just keep on. Miracle is coming.
yeah, absolutely.
Just trust
So
the process.
how's your sister doing now? How's she doing?
Who you mean, Wonder Woman?
Yeah, yeah,
She's great. She's not holding it down in New York. And she's with the Gap, and all she's killing it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
we when we first got her done, yeah, there was some soreness, and
Sure,
um, but
absolutely.
after about able, she got the green light to go home. The one kind came and picked her up and took her. My wife left Tampa to come back to West Palm Beach. Right now, I think we're going to get with a hurricane in the water.
Ooh,
And no complaints. It is what it is. It's another storm you go through, right? Because
sure.
listen, you can complain,
Right.
but you know,
Huh.
you
Yeah.
know what I mean.
Yeah.
You can't.
So so your sister's doing
It's
well
okay.
since transplant, and she's holding it down, you said. So she's really healthy after giving and donating a kidney, which is pretty much all I ever hear, that someone that donates. Not to say that people have donated and there's been complications or issues, but for the most part of the stories that I've heard, that most living kidney donors do really well after transplant.
Where she is doing really of it. You know, she's in her her um her her handle is Butterfly Yogi, big kidney donor. I mean, so she's embraced that. That is now part of her.
Right.
You know,
Right.
just
Right. That's
like
awesome.
just crazy. You know,
Yeah, absolutely. So we lost your video there for a second there, Lou. I don't know if you bumped something on your screen. It's all good.
yeah. I'm trying to get back.
All right, there you are. There you are.
Okay.
But so so now that you've had your transplant and your sister is doing well, and what are your plans now, with your like TikTok page and things that you would like to do for kidney disease advocacy?
TikTok page is, I call but now it's going to be kidney friendly diet. Um, you know, stuff inspire. Um, Lord knows that Jonathan, we at our barrel, and it was always some person who was able to. For me, it was Jimmy and what he does, and I'm just going to get man. I'm just going to, you know, know what's going on. Know what you need to do, and just I don't know if you guys follow my kidney guy, one that's you know into this, and 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 I'll be visiting him up in Tampa because I'm trying to get to know me, right? Because we're 37 million strong and we're John.
Right. Right.
You know, so Mikey centric.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so you had messaged me also about bringing on a couple of guys that are dealing with kidney failure that I think you'd met possibly on TikTok, or maybe they reached out to you in some form of social media.
One is
So
from my
mhm.
on. We got to figure it out.
O-
I'll call
okay.
because I'm trying to say one is so right.
Hmm.
The one is an older man and the kidney disease. It don't care
Right.
how old
Right.
or whatever it is. It's just going to try to rob, and it will mentally.
Right.
You know,
Right.
there's a care team out there, dialysis center, but you got a care team. If you're in that dialysis center, that is your care, and they will take care of you. Just got to
Absolutely.
listen to your nephrologist. You know, my person isn't all that great, but say,
Well, we lost you a little bit there, Lou. Hey guys, I really appreciate
did
you
you lose me?
guys. Yeah, I lost you for a second, but that's okay. Just start off where you were at.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're there. I can see you. Yeah, I can hear you.
I
You're
can't hear
good.
you though.
You can't hear me?
Let me go out. Try to come back in.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. I'll handle it. Well, listen, guys, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Lou's having a little bit of technical difficulties, I believe, on his end there. Let me see if I can get him to maybe reboot and come in, and then I'll have him come back in. But listen, this is a very informative podcast, and I really appreciate Lou taking the time to come on and share his story. Um, he popped off again, but here he comes back. Let's get him back in here. All right, Lou. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Yeah,
Okay, you can hear me.
yeah.
All right, cool. I don't know what happened
So
there.
we were talking about the young and versus the old of dialysis and kidney failure and that whole dynamic.
Well, the young is reach out to me is 22 years and is in complete failure. I is one failure, you know. So does not care. It's just diagnosed. He's 78, so he may not be. You know, in my life since I've been out, I've
Mm-hmm.
experienced kidney failure out there with our kidneys, guys. There's some stuff going on.
Yeah. Well,
So
you know, as you know that like you had already said, kidney disease is it's a disrespectful disease. I mean, it doesn't care if you're rich or poor, what your social status is, your race, your sexual orientation, any of that stuff. It doesn't matter. It can take you out. It can infect you, and so it's a dynamic. It's something that definitely needs to be discussed. Doesn't matter how old you are either. It can definitely affect you. So I'll be happy to do a show with you and bring them on and talk about this. Uh,
That'd be
you know,
great.
that'd be awesome. So,
So my
oh
thing
yeah.
too.
Hmm.
If we don't as a kidney community,
Hmm.
we're not going to get through. And it doesn't matter
Right.
political again, and race, color. It don't matter because it's one race. It's human, right?
Right.
And able to get somebody. God pulled us out, John. God pulled us out of things, pull other
Sure.
people out. And I
Sure.
believe that. Want
Oh,
call divine,
absolutely. Absolutely.
call it whatever you want, to reach in, go back and out.
Well, I think that he saves individuals who he can use and utilize their story, and I believe that that's what our responsibility is now, because he saved us for a purpose and a reason. So we have to live up to the responsibility of trying to encourage and help others while we're here.
Absolutely. And then
Yeah.
when it comes, go go visit around for a little while. We send vibes down. We can do things.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
There's something special about the human touch and being around people that have experienced the same um disease or same things that you've encountered, and there's a kinship, and I think you've experienced that with meeting up in the physical person with people like Don and Jimmy Bates. I mean, that's like an instant connection when you meet somebody like them, that they know the struggle, they know the battle, so they know exactly what you've been through, and it's like an instant connection. What are your thoughts on that?
They're a godsend, man. It was actually had to travel out to I, and I'm like, where they were close to, and they're going, oh my God, we're like the next town over. We met, I don't know, Donna Stacks that we met at, but it was just an incredible meeting. I said, well, and then when you're gonna get Jimmy to Florida forever, I bribe him with kiss tickets to get down. And then went to go see. I would have took him to see Iron Maiden. I would they made it down to my neck of the woods. You see him. We had some
Yeah.
awesome, and we talked crap, and I didn't want to leave things to do. I had things to do down here among the palm trees on a more permanent listening. Bates, I hope you're listening. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to get his
Yeah.
butt down here.
They're um they're incredible advocates for life living with kidney disease, and they haven't allowed the disease to take a hold of their life. They're living their life, and they just so happen to have to do home dialysis. And so their attitude, their personality, the way their whole outlook is amazing. And when I look at pictures and stuff on Facebook and different places they share, I'm just amazed at what they can, they are showing people and patients how they can live with this disease and manage it. You don't have to just sit at home. If you can handle doing home dialysis, you can travel, you can get out there and do things that you'd like to do. Not to say if you stay in center that you can't do some of those things, but it makes it a little tough to travel and do things like that when you're doing the schedule of in center. But Don
Right.
and Jimmy they're amazing advocates. They just really are.
Yeah, I mean, they can when they want. I mean, if they want to morning and do some stuff, they'll do it at night and then hit the hay, or early in the morning, get the treatment out of the way. It looks great. It looks like $1 million.
Yeah,
As soon as
yeah,
people see me now, they're like, "Oh my God, you got to." I lost my color, but thank you. People telling me you look a little gray. Tell me I look good if I don't look good. But yes, she came in. She goes, "Oh my God, you're sitting up." I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah. She goes, "You got all your color back." She thought it was awesome. It was awesome,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know.
You
Oh,
look great, man. You look fantastic.
oh, thank
I think.
you, thank
I don't
you.
want to hug you or I don't want to kiss you or anything. But
Okay,
you look great, man.
thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks. I'm just to live a life that if I can help two people, if I can help get somebody out of a bad, if I can, you know, think that, man, I'm gonna die, and no, no, we can't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Life, like
If
I
you
tell everybody, is better with you in it.
yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. If you had any
Yeah.
advice to give to someone, maybe a word of encouragement that is currently being told that they're probably facing dialysis, or maybe they're already on dialysis, or maybe they're been on dialysis for a while and they're on that wait list. And me and you both know what that's like. What kind of words of encouragement would you give that person?
And that you are still here for. Understand that science will keep you here. What it is that you need to do for your family and for you. You're still here for a reason. Quit 1 minute before your mirror. And dialysis is in the world. I get it, but it's key.
Yeah,
Right? Pay attention pay attention to your nephrologist. Don't give up. Don't let this. Okay, it's already great. We're playing from behind. If you understand that on YouTube, on Facebook, they're wrong, just like you.
yeah.
Do not give up. Does not. It's not going to. There's not an option.
Absolutely. No, that was great. And I totally believe in that. I totally believe in not giving up and having hope. And that's what I held on to was uh, whenever I was sitting in a chair, you have a lot of thoughts. You have a lot of time to think while you're sitting there, and you have to
Oh,
be
sure.
careful. You have to be careful. You have to be careful of the things that you think of sometimes because it will allow a doubt and anxiety, fear to creep in, and depression will kick in, and things like that. So it's best to find yourself a good support, whether it be family, friend, church, community, wherever you find your support. Positive people, and find that place that you feel comfortable with people and want to talk with, and definitely uh, do that often. Don't sit back and battle this disease by yourself. uh, like Lou mentioned earlier, we do better when we're together and we battle this as a team. And so definitely, I would say that would be my words of encouragement for someone is to find that source of support immediately as soon as you can. And I've given family, and I hate to say this, but sometimes family isn't always the best source for support for some people because they just don't have any family, or maybe they don't get along with their family. So find a friend, church, community, somewhere that you can find support and connect with them and talk with them. What do you think about that, Lou?
It's a great idea. But one of the very beginning guys, and I appreciate you. You know, he's been
Yeah,
through it. Let me get into his podcast. Let me do all of this. You said this cold. I kidney disease, and you when you tell somebody, expect to hear, "Oh, I'm so sorry, so sorry." What is it? It's all right.
yeah, yeah,
You know, just let them do that. Is there anything I? Oh, you can't. All right. Just calm. On
yeah,
this, yeah, I'd like to give you a kidney. You know, if you throw enough crap against the wall, something's got to stick sometimes. So just
yeah,
keep on asking.
yeah.
Got a spare kidney?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times people, don't know that you need a kidney. They just assume that you're doing dialysis as your treatment and that's the treatment. And so if you're not actively telling people or asking or letting them know that, I'm doing dialysis, but I'm also on a transplant list and I'm in need of a kidney, and drop that seed in there and then just see where it goes, and you never know who may be your donor. But
You'd be very
Lou,
shocked.
yeah. I mean, if you would have been told 5 years ago that your sister would have been your donor, would you believe that that would have happened?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome
She,
though. That's awesome.
my sister, and when she first said, "Yeah, I want to give you my kid," something that you really want to do, something we can do together,
Yeah.
together and stuff like that. Her on loan,
Yeah.
you know. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm appreciative. I would have believed it. Um, but then again, people that I would have never or never expected. I'm going to give you.
Yeah.
Where can I get?
Yeah.
To Tampa. What can I do? You know. So somebody I haven't spoken to in 8 years, or not something.
Yeah.
So you find out. You find out
Yeah.
how. I'll leave that. I'll leave it at that.
Absolutely. Lou, where can people find you at on the socials?
Uh, um, Lou Ortiz, Facebook, and, and uh, I cook underscore. I'm a big James Bond fan. You will find 100 is on TikTok. I do the quick 60-second cooking or whatever it is. I'm just coming back off a break. What do you call it? I told John, I told everybody that I'm back strong on social. That's that that's my TikTok. I'm at 007. I cook on I think it's notorious. And I cook underscore 007. Um,
Yeah.
a lot of people worry about it and this white beard. You'll find them, but other than
I,
that,
looks great, man.
Thanks. Yeah, yeah, so I'll be all right.
Yeah, you.
They're going to take me, but I think that job has been taken.
Well, hey, you guys that have watched this tonight, go follow Lou. Go check him out on TikTok. He does some really cool stuff. Some of the TikToks, he was cooking something the other day, and I just wanted to reach in the screen and take a bite of it. I don't know what it was, but it looked amazing. Um,
15 minutes of sweetness, 15 minutes of goodness.
yeah. But if if you're
All
not on
right.
TikTok, if you're not on TikTok already, you're missing out. There are a lot of people in the kidney disease community who are on that application. There's people that are transplant recipients like me and Lou. There's people doing dialysis, and I mean they're right there at the dialysis center, and they're showing their videos and they're showing you what they're going through. Videos do great, but they really don't do justice to tell you how it really feels to be on dialysis. It's definitely an experience that you have to almost experience for yourself to really truly understand it. But it's a great way to advocate. It's a great app. So if you're not already over there on TikTok, go check us out. I'm on there. Hope with Jonathan, Lou's on there, and we're just trying to raise awareness. There's a whole lot of us on there. Jared Brown's over there. Steve's over there. Steve, the kidney nurse. There's so many different warriors over there and people that are doing things in the kidney community. And so go check it out because it's a really cool app. These other applications, they're okay. They have their reasons why they're here and they're okay. But I tell you, TikTok is a great app, and I don't know. I just find it a little less boring than the other other apps, and so I have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got to tell you, I got to thank you for being out here. Pulls people out
I appreciate you.
more than you'll ever realize. So just keep on. And if you got to take a break, you got to take a break. So my hand Instagram is one for notorious cooks. That's my
Okay.
thing. Thanks for having me, man. I greatly appreciate you.
No,
You.
anytime, Lou, and we'll get together and do that show with the two guys that you'd like to bring on, and that's a great show ideal, and I'd be happy to do it with you. And anytime, man, you're a great story of hope and inspiration for others. And I'm really happy that you were able to come on tonight and share your story. Any final words or any final shout outs or anything you want to give before we end the show?
My sister, extending my life so I can to my beautiful wife, who was my journey, to my mom and kidney, everybody else who's involved. This is for everybody to just keep your chin up in the sky, let the sun hit you, and let's go.
Absolutely. Well, that was awesome. Well, listen, guys, I'm really glad to be back doing these podcasts, and look for us weekly here. We're going to be doing more shows with guests just like Lou Ortiz. And check us out right here at YouTube. Please support us. It costs nothing to subscribe. There's other places that charge to subscribe and follow and all that stuff, but we don't. YouTube doesn't charge anything. So if you get an opportunity to definitely check out other videos that we've done, please take the opportunity to do that. Also, check us out over on TikTok again. Hope with Jonathan is where you can find us. And we're also on the Facebooks, Instagrams, and all that as well. So you can check us out over there. Really appreciate your support for what we're doing here with sharing stories of hope, just like Lou's. And you guys take care. Have a blessed one. God bless.
God bless, guys.